Hey guys, what's up? Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of Model Mondays. Today's video is going to be my top 10 favorite America's Next Top Model contestants of all time. Correction, it is, in my opinion, the best America's Next Top Model contestants of all time. I don't want to say favorite because then that like brings personality into it, and obviously there were a lot of girls that I loved for their personalities that didn't make my list, and there's some girls on this list that I didn't like for their personalities, but they still made the list of my best contestants. Excuse my casual attire, but I thought it was only fair to wear my America's Next Top Model gear for the America's Next Top Model themed video. If I can't wear it now,
when can I?
So we're gonna jump right into it. I hope you guys are excited for this video. It's gonna be a good one. Make sure to like this video and subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. I'm going to be announcing my #1 best America's Next Top Model contestant at the end of the video, so make sure to watch all the way through to the end. It's gonna be a good one. Let's do it. All right, so coming in at number 10, we have Molly. Molly was the runner-up on cycle 16, and I just loved her on the show. I thought she had a great look. I thought she was a great model. She had an attitude, but I sort of was like into it. She just stood up for herself, didn't take anybody's BS, and I was just a big fan. Unfortunately, in my opinion, she had one of the worst makeovers in America's Next Top Model history. I mean, look at this. Why bother ruining this girl with that horrible, horrible hair? I think I'm gonna make a video all about the worst America's Next Top Model makeovers. This is definitely gonna be on my list. Anyways, Molly was really cool and I was a big fan of her. My 9th place is Jasleen. So Jasleen was the winner of cycle 8, and I believe she was on cycle 7 and made it to like the first or second round and then got eliminated. So I thought it was really cool that she kind of worked on herself and got some drive and came back the next season to compete again. I love Jasleen because I think she is the perfect combination of a fashion model, a commercial model, and like a sexy model. I definitely considered her more of like fashion girl, and then I saw this shot and I was like, oh my god, she's so hot. And I just love her spunk and her attitude and drive. She has a gorgeous face and gorgeous body, and she is part of the Never Bottom 2 club. I am so grateful that I am part of that club as well. There's a small handful of us winners on America's Next Top Model who never were in the bottom 2, and Jasleen was in that group. I'm in that group. You have Nicole Fox from cycle 13, the petite cycle, Sophie Sumner, who is next on my list. Spoiler alert, McKee, and Jordan. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There are 6 of us winners who were never in the bottom 2. So kind of cool little fun fact. All right, so like I said, coming in at number 8 is Sophie Sumner. I loved Sophie. I thought she was so cute and so sweet, but again, this isn't a personality video, hence why she's coming in my 8th place. If it was personality, she'd probably be up there at like number 1 or number 2. I thought she was so sweet. She's fashion and commercial. She is this gorgeous combination of like Twiggy and Kate Moss. I just loved her. And I found out today that she had gotten runner-up on Britain's Next Top Model. That's how they found her. And then they brought her to America's Next Top Model where she won. And she also kind of had my same makeover, so that's kind of fun too. And like I said before, she was never in the bottom 2, so that's kind of cool. All right, next is my number 7, and I wasn't gonna put any guys on here, but I really feel like he deserves my number 7 slot, and that is Keith Carlos. He won cycle 21, and that was the first cycle with boys as well. And I just found that he was the most model-esque guy that has ever graced America's Next Top Model. I loved Niall as well, but I just feel like Keith Carlos is the one that would work the most in the industry. But I just thought Keith was the one that would work the most in the modeling industry. He just is the definition of a model. I know he is working a lot. He's one of the very successful America's Next Top Model winners. And I think because he was a football player, he just in my opinion, had great control over his body and his face, and his photos just always looked so strong. All right, for my number 6, we have Nicole, who was the winner of Cycle 13, the petite cycle. So like I mentioned before, Nicole is part of that group of America's Next Top Model winners who was never in the bottom 2, but Nicole was also never called later than 5th. Nicole was on the petite cycle. She was 5'7", which was the maximum height that you were allowed to be. You had to be 5'7" or under, and she was right at 5'7". And she got that wonderful big red hair just to accentuate the red locks that she already had. She was so awkward and funny, cute, like such a weird girl, and I love that because as a model, of course, personality is important, but it's really about taking a good photo, and I just love when the weird, quirky, awkward girls take great photos. That's like my favorite thing. So anyways, Nicole was awesome, and that's why she got my number 6 on the list. All right, coming in at number 5 is Annalie, or Annalie, or I don't really know how to pronounce it, but Annalie Tipton. She was runner-up on Cycle 11, and I'm sure you all remember her because she is all over the place now. She has become an actress, and she's in one of my favorite movies, Crazy Stupid Love. When I first watched that, I was like, oh my god, it's Annalie from America's Next Top Model, so that was cool. She, along with Sophie, would definitely make my top 2 for like best personalities ever on America's Next Top Model. I just really admire that she was able to keep her cool and just show the world that you can be a really sweet, genuine, kind girl and also kick booty on America's Next Top Model. I love Annalie because she has big features, those big eyes and her big lips, and they just totally work for her. She is so gorgeous. I find her look very beautiful and different, and obviously killed it in her first CoverGirl commercial, which makes sense because now she's acting a ton. So anyways, I'll stop talking about her. I could go on and on. Love Annalie. Moving on to the next girl. Coming in at number 4 is Krista. Krista was the winner on Cycle 14, and honestly, this girl was so cool on the show. Again, such a sweet, genuine person, but honestly, she is on my list for her looks. I just think she is so striking. I love her forehead, her cheekbones, just her whole face structure is gorgeous. I love her eyes. I just think that she is so gorgeous, and like, that is a model. Her body's stunning. She's on my list because she's a stunning model. I hope she is somewhere in the world making a lot of money modeling because she is dang good at it. All right, brrr, drum roll. We are into the top. Whoa, this thing just slapped me in the face. Okay, we are into our top 3. Coming in at number 3 is my girl, Anne Ward. She is awesome. Anne was the winner of Cycle 15, and if you forget, she was that tall, lanky, weird, awkward girl that stole the hearts of all of America's Next Top Model fandom. She was 6'5", if I remember correctly, and I think one of the tallest contestants ever. Anne was just so high fashion, so editorial. I don't think she even really knew what she was capable of, but I kind of like that because it just makes her, you know, humble, and she doesn't even know how good she is, but I loved her high fashion, edgy contortions that she did with her body. I loved her intense facial expressions that she gave. She was just a really cool girl, so that's why she's getting my number 3. Oh, also, fun fact, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a real America's Next Top Model fan and you know the details of this, please comment below and let me know if this is true or false. But I think her and I are tied for highest number of first call-outs ever. I would say best photo, but there's like oftentimes commercials or videos, or like on my season when we freaking danced a million times. But anyways, yeah, I think Anne and I tied for most first call-outs, which was 5. I'm pretty sure her and I hold that record, which is kind of cool. Subtle brag, sorry. So anyways, yes, Anne, cool girl, yay! She's my number 3. Moving on to the gal who holds my 2nd place for Best America's Next Top Model contestant ever. And that is Fatima. Fatima? Fatima. 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 Okay, anyways, that girl, Fatima, she got third place on cycle 10. That was Whitney's season. And this girl is on my list for her modeling abilities. Now, I don't want to say that her personality is what it was on the show, because obviously they have a lot of ways to twist and turn that to make girls look however they want. So I'm not going to judge her based off of her behavior on the show, but I just wasn't a fan of her on the show. So there's that. But as a model, she is so talented. She is gorgeous. She is the definition of a model, in my opinion. And it shows, because she is signed with IMG in New York and just killing it. She's probably the most successful model from America's Next Top Model ever. Not like social media personality or actress or celebrity, but like most successful model who books the most work. And yeah, it just makes sense. She is so gorgeous. She didn't even do that well on the show, I don't think. I think she was in the bottom 2 like 5 times or something. So anyway, she didn't do that well on the show. She has become a super successful model and I'm a big fan. I still follow her. She is awesome. And oh my God, how could I forget? I can't believe I didn't put her on my list. So I'm gonna squeeze her in at like 1.5, I guess. But Leela from the college edition of America's Next Top Model is also like a super successful model. So she is killing it as well. I think she's with Next. I don't know if she's in LA or New York or whatever, but she is doing so well. I can't believe I didn't put her on my list. But anyways, squeeze her in at 1.5. She is awesome and super successful as a model too. I love her gap and her dark hair and fair skin. She's just stunning and works so much. She's walked for Chanel, all these big runway shows. So anyways, you can tell I'm a big fan. She's awesome. Okay, coming in at number 1, I'm sure she's everybody's favorite, but she's mine too, and that is Allison. Allison has those big doe eyes. I love her look, her little baby doll mouth. She is so stunning, so weird, so edgy, so artsy. She is everything. She is everybody's favorite and will forever go down as like a legend on America's Next Top Model. The poor girl got second place twice. The first time on cycle 12 and the second time on the All-Star season in cycle 17. So she was on the All-Stars and then also invited to join a photo shoot on cycle 21. So it just goes to show she is everybody's favorite. She's probably Tyra's favorite. I think the America's Next Top Model community just has so much love for her. We all look up to her. We all think she's awesome. So yeah, Allison is like the coolest America's Next Top Model contestant of all time, in my opinion, and just a killer model, which is why she gets my number 1. Woo! So I hope you liked my little list of best America's Next Top Model contestants ever. I wonder if you agree. Let me know in the comments, and please correct me on any of my stats if I'm wrong, but I did my research before this, so they should be pretty accurate. Yes, that's my list. I hope you liked it. I'm definitely gonna do some more America's Next Top Model themed videos and maybe some reaction videos of some like crazy moments that happened on America's Next Top Model. Maybe some behind the scenes from photo shoots, like just an inside look at what actually went on. So you have a lot to look forward to if you like these America's Next Top Model themed videos. So thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video coming out every Monday and Thursday here on my channel. Woo! I will see you on Thursday for another video. Bye!